Okay, and your children's services for parents that are normally pay for daycare. Have you seen a rise in Head
Absolutely.
Start?
Yeah.
Really?
When I think of child services, I think of Head Start and of WIC. Beginning with Head Start, we have 17 Head Start sites within York County. Some of these are home sites. We have an early Head Start program here in Biddeford, which serves the needs of children, prenatal children, which are pregnant women and expectant fathers, up to the age of 3. We have the Head Start program, again, all over York County, and it serves children to the age of 5. Uh, Head Start's philosophy is that parents are the first teachers, and parents are the most critical teachers in any child's life. We provide a safe and secure place for children to play and to learn. We provide meals to these children, and we provide pre, uh, pre-kindergarten training and learning. What we try to do is to instill in children a sense of confidence and a sense of being, a sense of purpose, a sense of understanding where they're going at the age of 5 when they go into kindergarten. And we nurture the children in that manner. But it's always the parents who we are focused on, that is, as the teachers.
Yep.
And then the WIC program provides families with coupons for nutritious foods. We also have a breastfeeding program. We very much promote breastfeeding. We provide pumps at no service for women who have just had children. And we are very strong in the literacy for early children. We work with the RIF program, Reading is Fundamental. I was very pleased about a year ago, the York County Community RIF program was selected one of 25 programs out of 4,100 programs nationwide as one of the excellent programs in the country.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, we were able to go to Washington, D.C. and receive an award for that.
That's fantastic.
So,
It
yeah,
really is.
it's terrific.
That's a good thing. Perusing the website, as I like to do with every um, nonprofit, I see that in your report it says that volunteer drivers made 93,444 trips, totaling 3,943,814 miles. That is a lot of volunteer driving, Brad.
It's a bunch of miles.
That's a bunch of miles.
Volunteer drivers is a shining light. It just is there. First of all, they are ordinary citizens of York County who receive no remuneration for their work aside from payment for the mileage. They get reimbursed for their mileage. We have, I believe, currently about 115 volunteer drivers, and they will transport York County residents to medical or mental health services, appointments. They will transport, I believe, foster children to the facilities they need to get to, or foster care help. And I think when I wrote that last year, I got all that information. It was something like, to measure that or to get an idea of how many miles that is, it was something like 8 trips to the moon and back and a couple of trips around the world. I don't know, it was something like that. I was trying to give context. But the volunteer drivers are, again, I think that they're a model for what the person who wants to help can do. And without the volunteer driver program, we would really be in a very, very much more difficult position than we are now. A lot of residents of York County would be as well.
I agree. One of my favorite things to do is to take my volunteers for the pantry, the few volunteers that work with me on everything, down to Dunkin' Donuts to say thank you all the time, because, I mean, if it wasn't for the volunteers, I don't know where we'd be. So how many times can you thank them? I mean, it's just,
And you can't thank them enough, and you can't, there's not enough that you can do to show your appreciation.
Right, right.
We get letters every couple of days from residents saying how grateful they are for having been given this opportunity to get to this medical place or to whatever. They come in hordes.
Yeah, yeah. I have something exciting that I found on your website. I think this is a real, a fantastic program. I've never really heard anything like it. I mean, I know that the city has done a couple of things, but the Emergency Energy Task Force raised $82,000. Can you explain that a
Sure.
little bit?
This was November of not last year, the year before. And it goes back to the proactive part of our agency. We recognized immediately that the cost of heating oil was going to be so high that many, many of our York County residents wouldn't be able to afford to keep their homes heated. And this is not, we were not addressing the needs of people who we knew we were going to have to provide assistance to. These are people who had never needed assistance before.
Yeah.
People who have never come to us and said, we simply can't afford to buy our heating fuel. And it could have been oil or kerosene or propane or even wood. So we got together a group of people from each of the different programs, healthcare, WIC, Head Start, transportation, housing, community outreach. And how can we address this need? Well, let's go out to the public. Let's ask for help. And we did. We put some ads in the newspaper. We put some cable ads up. We wrote a few articles that were published by the Journal Tribune and other papers. I think the Portland Press Herald even picked up on it. And the money just started coming in. I mean, it was something to make you feel very good about your community, because more and more people recognize this is a great need. I mean, I think oil at that point was about $4 a gallon, or maybe even higher. So churches, businesses, banks, individuals, we got one donation of $20,000. We got a donation from one Catholic church for over $1,000 every week for, I think, 16 weeks.
Wow. That's
The
fantastic.
money just kept coming. And again, it was this, we asked for help and it was right there. So again, it makes you so appreciative of the people in York County and of the sense of community. And that's really what we're all about, is community.
Yeah.
People helping people.
I agree. There are so many different people that call me and just want to make, a donation. So I had one lady last week call me and ask me if she could just donate a blanket.
Yeah.
And I said, sure, I'll come get it. I thanked her, 100 times, and she smiled, and she says, well, that's what it's about, right? Giving what you can. I'm like, you bet. Again, the website is www.yccac.org. I am a big advocate of the internet. A lot of people say that the internet is a very bad place to go. It is not. It is probably the largest source of information you are going to find. Matter of fact, I sat down to test this theory, and within an hour, I had found 155 websites that just had to do with benefit resources and York County resources. So